Israel says it has destroyed Syria's naval fleet. The defence minister warned Islamist rebels who overthrew Bashar al-Assad that his country would never allow terrorists to threaten Israel. Syria's neighbours and the UN have called for the Israeli attacks to stop. BBC Verify's Merlin Thomas has been analysing footage on social media to find out more.
Since the fall of the Syrian President Bashar al-Assad, Israel has been carrying out airstrikes in Syria. And they said they've been deploying troops in the buffer zone, the demilitarised area on the Syrian border. Now let me show you what that looks like on the map. So the Golan Heights are an area that Israel seized in the Six-Day War in 1967 and unilaterally annexed in 1981. The move wasn't recognised internationally. And at BBC Verify, we've seen evidence that they've moved beyond the buffer zone into Syria. This is an image of an Israeli soldier which we verified, and he appears to be about 700 metres outside the buffer zone in Syria. Now, we located him by matching his photo up with publicly available images like this. And these are very distinctive features. So, for example, there is a road, this trench and this hill, which confirms that this is the spot it was taken. And we've also verified footage of what appears to be a convoy of Israeli army vehicles in the village of Qutna in Syria, close to the photo of the soldier you've just seen, which is also in Syria outside the buffer zone. The Israeli army said their ground forces are focused on the buffer zone, but said there could be forces operating in tactical points adjacent to it on the Syrian border. And we've also been analysing video of strikes in Syria since the 8th of December in these areas that you can see here in the points in red, including this strike overnight in the port of Latakia in western Syria, which is used by the Syrian Navy. And this is the aftermath. Several ships and equipment left badly damaged and on fire. The Israeli defence minister said its navy destroyed the Syrian fleet. We've also verified this video of a strike on a research centre in the outskirts of Damascus. And this is the aftermath of that strike. At least one of the main buildings of the centre has been completely destroyed. And this is a crucial site because, according to the UN watchdog, it led the country's chemical weapons programme. And traces of those weapons had been found at the centre in 2019 by that same watchdog, long after Syria had declared it had destroyed its stockpile. The UN found that chemical weapons were used by Assad in Syria, including in the capital Damascus in 2014, which reportedly killed hundreds of people. One expert we spoke to said, setting fire to chemical weapons is a good way to destroy them if you want to do so quickly. But he said there is, of course, a chance of collateral damage and casualties on the ground, but probably a smaller chance of contamination. Israel says it's carrying out these operations to stop weapons falling into the hands of extremists, following